Hey guys, finally snowed here a little bit. Just jump down here a few minutes. I don't know who's coming tonight, but you see I put a few things in there. This weekend, I don't know if Sharon knows, but every now and then I have to go through and put all that stuff over in the guides so they don't get lost in the scroll. That way, you know, I think I still gotta do October. I'll put all the November ones that we're doing now, these fun ones. And here's a painting again we're doing tonight. Is she pretty? Yeah, a couple other things I'm just kind of playing around. We're doing a class on Tuesday with this long canvas. I thought this looked cute, like right near the door. It's a really long canvas. If you guys ever done one of these, they're a lot of fun. But it's just a lot of strokes, and I'll show you how I do this with my finger. And the end of the brush, fairly simple, but it's hard to make a trace. I mean, I've got traces for long ones, but it's just better to do the strokes, and I can show you how I do it with my finger. That's going to be Tuesday. And the cardinal, I still want to fix one part, and then I can make the tracer. But I'm thinking, I don't know if I might save this for after Christmas. I'm not sure. Pretty, huh? I don't know. It didn't look good in the other color. I tried it. Didn't look right. We still got that church. I'm debating about that. And I got the tracer down here. I'm doing my tracer. Now, this canvas that we're doing this on, these are all standard sizes at Michael's. This one is 11 by 14. You could actually get this on a board at the dollar store. 11 by 14 comes. It might be 12 by 14, but it's pretty close. But this next size up I'm using tonight because that's what I have. And it is 12 by 16, so it's about 2 inches. Hey, Lori, it's about 2 inches longer. So I'm just going to extend the body a little bit. That's all I did. The colors are fairly simple. It's really only 4 colors in white. It's, what is it? It's like on the back. It's a green, a purple, a pink, and a purple, a pink, and a wine color. So it's dragon fruit, perfect berry, which is the light purple, Kelly green, white, and cranberry wine. So, which I mix a lot of white with it. Almost upside down. A lot of white with it. So, and I'm working on a Santa. I've been sketching this out. I have some things that I bought that are like antique things you hang up with lights. And one of them was this, if you can see this, Santa. I'm thinking about when I'm going to do this, I don't know, about doing it like on the side. He's kind of coming out and maybe he's his boo or something. I don't know. So he came out kind of cute. It's bigger than the picture, but think about that too. So I got a lot of ideas. Just sometimes it's just a time thing. This time of year it's horrible. I mean, I used to have like things done ahead of time, and I haven't done that. So just too much stuff. Doctor's appointments mostly. All right, so let's get this started. How you doing, Lori? I see you on here. You see that Jerry Galarassi used to be in our group. She got back in, or Jerry Del Conte. She wanted to get out of the group at one time, so I took her out of the group. Then they wouldn't let her into anything that I was on. I don't know what to tell you. So that's the problem when you mess with these groups. It's like I try to take some stuff out and put some new stuff in. Put the new stuff in, but let me take the old stuff out. So I take a few at a time. Same thing with like I'll download my videos over to YouTube. You can only do a few a week. You know what I mean? So I have to pick and choose the ones I want, you know, to keep. So, or they keep them. So something happens. All right, so let me turn this around. Yeah, so don't worry, Sharon, if you see me monkey stuff around. Paintings aren't going anywhere. That stuff's not going anywhere. It's just I like to keep it a little bit organized, and that way, if you want to go back, at least I'm naming them. My old videos, I didn't put a name on them, so I have to go looking for stuff. It was crazy. So there's my tracer that I made. My thing's getting old. I gotta order more. This is my second set of those ink things, graphite paper, that 5 years. So for what you pay, it isn't much. It's worth it. Then I darkened it up, like I said. I just redarkened it with my pencil, and I extended his body because it's about 4 inches. So that's fine. I can maybe even make a little belly here and add another belly button. Don't freak out if something isn't close. Get as close as you can. Same thing with the colors. You haven't got to use exact colors. You know, you got the painting. It's visual. It's right on our group page. Just get as close as you can. Let me see if I'm on here. You gotta refresh it. Get as close as you can. Luckily, like I said, it's purple, pink, cranberry, green, and white. So that's pretty simple. There I am. All right, so I'm gonna start with the background, which I usually do, and I got my colors out. I need to like clean my brushes, and I got a ton of brushes. I'm getting sick of these other brushes. It's time to move on. So I just did a little bit of this dragon fruit and some white. A lot of white, actually. You'll notice I don't always like super mix my paints. To me, it's like you're missing the opportunity to have lights and darks. And if you make it too neat, especially the background, and you got to fix around the edges, you got to get that perfect. Well, if it's a little bit mixed up, it's not a big issue. You can kind of blend it out. If you want it more mixed, go ahead. But if you do that, remember to keep it in a pile, because if you spread it out, it'll dry out on you. You're just wasting paint. So try to keep it in a pile. Now I did this by hand, so you're gonna have to go around everything. I may or may not. So if you know it's there, and you got the tracer, and you go over something, and you're really not sure what was there, you can bring the tracer back over the top of it, or just eye it off, and fix it. You know, you could do it just, you know, same thing, pen or pencil. I put a little highlight on him, but he kind of came out square, but it looked kind of cute, but you can do what you want as far as the highlight goes. These colors are perfect for this too, I don't know. Seems to be the colors this year, those pinks and everything. Snowmen, nutcrackers, everything. I got a whole bag of stuff. I want to make me a nutcracker. I don't know when. I got a whole bag of just oatmeal box. Some plastic I got from something, from the ornament thing. I had all my ornaments my daughter gave me. So I want to make a pink one to match my tree. So I got a big square brush, and I'm just putting it on. I'm not freaking about being real even and all that kind of stuff. Just get as good as you can. A little bit messy is good. If it dries out, just wet your brush a little bit, it's okay. Or if you should have a spray bottle, which mine's over underneath that table, the shelf over there, and I haven't ventured over there yet. I've been still messing around with Christmas stuff. Or starting to look for stuff for my kids. I don't get them much, you know, but I asked them for a list, and yeah. They get older, it's kind of tough. But they know what they want. I know what the kids like, so they both got cars now, so I'm thinking gas cars. My daughter's going to get them she's already on mine, AAA. They got used old cars. So, but you know, I'm going to get them something they can unwrap too, so. My granddaughter, you know, I don't have grandchildren here, little grandchildren. My daughter does now, but I have no idea what she's telling me. All these, you know, my kids are little with strawberry shortcake, and now these things. I've never even heard of them. I said, just send me a picture, or just tell me what they want. Put it on the list. Just send me the link to Amazon. Because I don't know. I'm sure you guys are in the same position, right? People know. Kids like crazy stuff. Just back up. Can you see that? I hope so. I think my thing's all messed up again. I'll get as close as I can. I almost knocked this whole stand off the thing here. Alright, so I got the pink on there. It's kind of like a pinkish white. Now, I added a little bit more white to it, too. I just noticed that. There's a little more white in here. You want to make it look a little snowy, so that's what I did. And then I put the white snowflakes in it. So I'm just going to add a little more white here. Just a little more white. Everybody likes the Cardinals. say cardinal, somebody's visiting you. After my husband died, my sister said she thought she had cardinals. Well, I set up my little studio right next to the main window, and there was a cardinal in that tree like every day. It was it's a Rose of Sharon. So I was convinced that thing was watching me. Rick, come down and talk to me, right? A lot of people believe it. I believe it. The animals have like a sixth sense, just like, you know, dogs and stuff. They do, I think. All right. So I got a little white in there. I don't think it's as light as the other one, but they never come out the same. That's okay. If you ever do classes, you'll notice that everybody, or if you've been to classes, you'll notice that everybody comes out the same. It's okay. Are you painting with me, Lori, or are you going to wait? Do you paint with me, girl? I can't see comments. I'm going to see if I can see it on here. Do you paint with me, girl? Let's see. I can't see comments. Are you going to do it tomorrow? See it on here. Yeah, I got to turn the sound down. Wait a minute. I can see it. I gotta learn a few tricks how to use this. Let me see. I can see it. I gotta learn a few tricks how to. Alright, so I got that up, and I go back. And I get the comments up. All I gotta do is hit the comment section like I'm gonna put something, and everybody's information pops up. So this is a, you know, you're saying, you know, hello, and I'm doing her tomorrow, and, you know, Kathy's watching me too, I guess. Hey, Kat. So, Sharon, if you come back in here, just know that you can rewatch this stuff at any time. No big deal. I was thinking about opening this back up again. I don't know. It's just a pain. I hate doing it because it's just a pain. You feel like you're begging for money, you know. So I'm probably going to do it again. I was thinking maybe around my birthday, first week of December. I don't know. I forget, my birthday was coming. I had a doctor's appointment. I get a CT scan of my lungs every year. And she's like, happy birthday. I'm like, that's next year. She goes, no. I'm like, oh, okay. See, it's time to get an age when you don't, getting old when you don't know what month and year it is. God, it's not good, right? Oh, shoot, I picked up the purple. That's okay. That's not good. Yeah, so a few ideas. I got to get to them. I'll never get to do stuff I like. I kind of like doing that cardinal because, you know, oh, I get this off. It's off again. Hold on. Oh, it's just, you know, more like what we used to do. But I like doing the fun paintings. I like coming up with some fun stuff. That Santa's really interests me. We might end up doing a Santa. All right, so I'm going to get a round brush now. And I am going to start on kind of outlining this head a little bit. It's like the, this one is the pink with some burgundy. That burgundy with the dragon fruit. And then a lot of white. That's the color that's right here. It's like the next step down. Excuse me. Dragon fruit. And burgundy and white. A lot of white. I think I have to go back to my bigger brush. Wait a minute. I'm going to use this other round brush here. Time of the year my nose starts up. Could be anything. I get dog hair all over me. It doesn't even bother me. I sniff something I'm not supposed to. Oh yeah, it goes. My sinuses go nuts. Really, dog hair don't bother me. This needs to be just a tad lighter, I think. So this is the dragon fruit, the cranberry, and the pink. And I'm just going to kind of try to follow some of the subject here. We're going to highlight this. So another paint with a twist brush. I still love these brushes. I pulled it out here earlier. I'm like, oh, I have a whole, in my kit, I have like 200, 300 brushes. It's in the box up there. And I pulled a few out, and I forgot where I put them. They were over in this drawer, and I'm like, I found two of them. And it's like, hey, they're nice brushes, guys. I mean, they're getting a little beat up. They're still nice. So I've been needing to change my brushes. Sometimes it's nice to like change your equipment. You guys know what I mean? Like, you know, change your hairdo, or, you know, sometimes it's just nice to break it up. So now we're just darkening now. I did the burgundy with some white and my dirty brush. So we get that nice purple color. It's mostly the purple. Just take your brush, take it right up to the picture, and just match up the color, you know, the mixture. Put it right up there. Yeah, a little darker. And then just start doing the contours of your... Now we're gonna come back and highlight this, remember, so don't freak out. She's cute. I'm just kind of making some lines and following the contour. You should always do that. Do it when you can. You don't always need to, like with the background, but for the other stuff, you should always follow the shape, which you guys know. A little more white. You guys got your tree up yet? I've had my up way too early. I can't see the comments. My tree up. I'm decorating. I love Christmas. All the neighborhoods. I wasn't going to do that much outside. And I bought this, I told you, this little tree to put in the window. It's actually kind of hangs. It's nice. Whole neighborhood, man. So I walk out there at night and walk the dog out, right? And it's all lit up like 4th of July. And it's like, as the puppy's like looking, I'm like, yes. Like, I thought there was UFOs. There's so much clear. So like I told you, I put some, I put, you know, some stuff out, you know. It looks nice. But, so I'm trying to, my daughter said she'd do it, but I'm trying to get my grandson over here. She does so much for me. Let's see if she can, now we're going to put a white highlight on this too. So I did a little bit darker, but we're going to put a white on, okay? Anything you don't feel like is light or dark enough, you can adjust how you like it. All right, so now I'm going to do this all in white, but we're going to come back and put a highlight around this face too. So let's go right ahead. Get a pretty clean brush. I'm going to take the same brush, I think. And I need towel. I just been using this old towel because this week I've been losing constantly losing my I can see them. I keep knocking out they're getting down to, they ain't that many paper towels. So I have a friend, he gave me a bunch of top shop towels, but I used them all. I forgot. I said, you know something, I should start using more of these. You can get shop towels for hairdressing, for art. I mean, you just wash them or you throw them away. But I can go quite a while. They look crappy though. There's a top artist, I'm not gonna say who her name is, but I've seen she's doing parties, and she does a lot of parties. And she's really a nice lady, but I just noticed that she doesn't use paper towels anymore. She's using like dark washcloths, which I think, okay, that's clever, but I don't know. I mean, how much money are you willing to say? She makes a fortune. She must have had 70 people, and she's doing those stained glass things. Have you guys seen them? Which I haven't gotten into that. They're like beads, and I just went and looked. I might order some. I was looking at them. I had to order at least $100 if you're in our group. It's $500 if you're not. It's got a little pink in it. That's okay, guys. And they had like an angel, a Santa Claus. They got a whole bunch of them. You might have seen them because I think Lori's doing them, Kat. Or she might be doing them somewhere. She might have already done them because she's like way ahead. But she was at that conference, so she probably did. So now I can see through this, so I'm not worried about it. Now I can whiten this up more because I have a dirty brush, so I can come back and whiten this up. I'm not going to freak out. Oh, can you You guys see? Okay, push this down so I can see, get this down. I want this up, down. Your tree is up? Yeah, I don't know. It's a very creative thing, so I enjoy it. And I love, you know, I leave it up a long time. So it's pink, so I'm good to like, what, Mother's Day? I leave it up. It's so dreary in the winter. And then I thought it was the only one like a couple years ago after COVID. Turns out a lot of people are doing it. It's just so dreary here. Where you live is dreary too. I mean, it gets dark in the winter. Oh, it's just depression. I loaded up. I doubled up on my vitamin C. I don't think I was taking enough. Not my vitamin. I started taking vitamin C, which I just got, and I just got my double. It's like 2,000 ICUs of the, you know, vitamin D. So I'm pretty happy with it. Try to get light, you know. But, you know, you can't do that if the outside is dark. I used to have one of those lights, but I didn't think it made a difference. And they're expensive. Just try to sit near a window or just get out of the house. Too dreary here. So I'm just getting out of the white right now. Because we got to paint color here. And I don't want to have to worry about this. I'm going to hit with my dryer. I'm not going to have to worry about this getting in my way here. This canvas has a little rip. That's okay. Oops. Just got a medium round brush. You want it smoother, you can come back and hit it with your big brush to get the lines out if you want to. You don't have to. That's what I do. While it's still wet, you want to do that. Now I've been elongating this because, like I said, this canvas is about 4 inches longer. And I see my cousin Debbie likes that cardinal. I think she's painting once in a while. She doesn't chime in, but I think she likes that cardinal. Yeah. A lot of the groups I'm in, sometimes people don't chime in. I don't like doing the Zooms. So you very rarely, if anybody's in a group that I'm in, they'll very rarely see me in a Zoom. That's why I don't like them. I just don't feel like they're friendly. But I listen to them. Sometimes I chime in, but I don't really like doing those. I just don't feel like you're on stage. All right, so a little white here too. Whoops. A little pink in there, but we're gonna come back and over that and whiten it again. See my drifting? I think I'm drifting. This camera, I got it funny. I told you I had to move everything. It's knocked everything over. All right, so now let's do the purple scarf, which is that purple mostly. And you kind of come down, you start adding these pinks, and you're going to highlight with the white afterwards. So kind of come in, follow the contour, do the purple. Whiten it up a little bit, not too dark. You want to keep it on the pastel side so you can mix a little purple, a little white in as you go. My sister's taking some oil painting classes. I wish she didn't live so far away. I go up there with her. It's a pretty painting they're doing this week. She's just recently got into it, like 4 or 5 years ago, maybe, yeah, about that time. But she does cakes, and you see what she does with these cakes. She made me a cake at my anniversary. My God. She made my daughter's favorite character is, you know, what do they call it? That Little Mermaid. Oh my God, you had to see what she did. It's amazing what she does now, you know. Sometimes she won't do them locally here because she don't live near here anymore. She's like, I can't do it, it's too far, I'd knock the cake over. I never thought of that, but yeah, so, and it's really a creative kind of thing too, so, yeah, pretty cool stuff. Now I'm going to start adding a little purple to or a little pink to this purple. So what I'm doing, I'm kind of blending it in when it's wet. So have fun with this, kind of change the colors up a little bit. That'll make it look more dimensional if you add some different colors to it as you go. A little of that burgundy. A little burgundy, a little pink. And purple. I want it more pinky than purple actually now. And come around here and do the same thing. A little more white there, I think. Lighten that color up. There you go. I did some pumpkin donuts the other day. They're good. I've been snacking on them. They're healthy. I did them like the healthy way, so, but they're good. Problem is I like to eat them with cream cheese, and that's not good. Yep. All right, so this is kind of the same color, so since we're here, we might as well, there's like a few bumps here. You can kind of fill in these little gaps right here. See what I did? And I'm adding my pink and my purple as I go. We're going to put some white highlights on this too, so just so like there's some different colors in here, kind of mix it up, pink and purple. She is pretty. Just kind of go over the top of this, streak some of this in. I'm going to bring her down a little bit because, like I said, this canvas is a little bit, about 4 inches longer. Just kind of fill this corner in a little bit. I like watching other artists too. That's what I was doing earlier. Sometimes I share them with you guys. I seen one, they wouldn't let me share it. I knew you guys would like it and didn't let me share it. Facebook. Well, you can see why, you know, people. You should share some of your stuff though. You're supposed to. Some people don't. Oops. It's all right. I have a little pink, extra pink in there because this is extended right here. It's okay. So, let's take that pink and start messing with our flowers. Now, it's the pink and the burgundy and white for the flowers. And I'm going to kind of make it, let me get the burgundy. Kind of make the middle part a little darker. You guys see this? Am I drifting again? Am I going the wrong way? No, that's right way. There you go. So I did the burgundy in the middle, then I'm kind of taking that pink on a dirty brush and just making those little C's, leave some space in between. And then come in with some white and some of that purple. And just go in between the lines. I mean, you could fill this all in one color too. Do however you want. And I add just the tiniest bit of the purple. Just kind of make it cohesive with the rest of the painting. Then I did the cranberry for the, made these a little bigger than the picture there. With the holly. And you get a small brush and you want to come in here and put that green in. I just use straight green, a little bit of white. A lot of green. because you're going to make white highlights on it when you get done here. Just kind of fill this in a little bit with this. It's okay. It's about the country now, so I'm so used to, you know, I live in the city, the lights are on all the time. So this street, you know, I got some lights I put out, they put some for me the other day. I'm not used to all this dark. So when I went out there and I see those lights, I'm like, Jiminy Cricket, look at that. Ooh. I got a security camera. It's up there. I just got to monkey around with it. Just so, because the packages, you know, I had to put my address up front. I got a pretty little sign. But my medicine comes here and stuff, so I needed to have something out there anyways. I don't always answer the door because sometimes I'm doing a class or, you know, I don't hear them on the phone. So I like to know when, you know, I get packages. I order Amazon, I order food, I order, you know, my medicine. So I think it's best if I have something there. Now my granddaughters, when they hear stuff, they go out there, but... So I'm just kind of defining these a little bit. You can kind of add a few more streaks here if you want. A little pink and white and kind of fix this edge up here. Oh, a little pink. White. It was 3 years my husband was dead, the 18th. And my daughter calls, she says, how you doing? I'm like, I'm good, how you doing? Okay. She's like, how'd you make it through Dad's? I says, you know something? I forgot. Is that bad? I don't think so. I'm glad I forgot. Of course, then it made me sad, right? Because I forgot. It's like, this is ridiculous. So anyways, they posted some pictures and stuff, but I didn't want to. Yeah, 3 years, guys, right? Doesn't seem like it. Oh, God, it doesn't want to get pink here. Why does it want to be pink? Get pink. Be pink. Be pink. There you go. See what I mean? Like, you can kind of blend everything in if you don't do it too perfect. Yeah, 3 years. All right, so now I'm going to do some right here, too. I said we're going to put some highlights in. All right, we're going to have white all highlights in here, so don't freak out. All right. Get a small brush again. And I did the burgundy for the eyeballs here. Somehow doing black. I says, well, you know, I think it would look good if they're all kind of the same kind of monochromatic here. I just seen this thing. Actually, you know, that was the video I couldn't get in here. I think I've talked about this before. Maybe I'll make my own video. I think I did something like that where you just like, they would take the three primary colors, yellow, blue, and red, and they would add one color to it, like gold. It would show you how each one looked different, and then they did it with one color all the way down. It was interesting little video, and they only did 3. It didn't take long. I think it's a reel, but it wouldn't let me share it over here, so I don't know. I don't know how they do that, because everybody should share my crap. Let's look around here. I'm going to fix it with the white, too. It's okay, but it's not perfect. And then I did the nose with, like, pink and white. I just came in and did little lines like this. And then made the little nose like that. A little bit of that burgundy and pink, just a tiny bit. Kind of outline this. A little bit of white in there. Just so it comes to like a point. Then you're going to do, you take the pink and a little white on your finger, mix it together, and you're going to do a cheek, kind of smudge it in. That's how we're going to, on Tuesday, this is how I do those bulbs. It makes them look really cool. And just kind of, don't make it too perfect. You want it kind of smushed, like it's just a glow. Then take the burgundy, you're going to make one here, and you're going to make one there, and you're going to connect that 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, I think there's one more, that's okay. So now you get the mouth there. You take this pink and kind of outline this a little bit with your small brush. We'll do the white last. Let's start this, the next one here. Get some water. Same thing. Make little C's. More. And then do some the burgundy. I was thinking like after Christmas we could do go back to some of the old paintings and maybe do a couple. Got any requests, guys? Do you know which ones you'd like to see again? Sometimes it's good to do that. There's a name I'm kind of thinking about. I can't think of the word. It means to go back and look. All right, so let's see. One more burgundy here. One more pink. Gotta put some more color over here and run out. A little dark in the middle here. And then some white. Same thing. Leave some room there to put these little white little sections here. Comments. I know, isn't it unbelievable? Yeah, and she's had a few mishaps, so she was charging good money. She wasn't working at the time. She was home for a while. Her boys are all in college now, so she worked at like a courier place for a while, and then she did that. And so I'm not really sure what she's doing now, but she's only 6 years younger than me, so she's getting to that age. She's probably thinking about what they're going to do. Her youngest one's in her boy, oh, he's so handsome. He's in a football team on a scholarship. I can't think of the name of the college right now, but it's a good college. We went to dinner a couple weeks ago. When we went to the, when we went to Corning Museum of Art, or Glass. He came, we went to lunch at a little Oriental place. Good kid. She got good kids. Both are kids. One goes to SU, Logan. Smart little cookie. You know, I think I had been there before, but I really don't remember. But it seems like I did, but I don't. Been all over the place. Who knows? So they say, you've been here, Ma. I say, I have. I said, don't remember. I'm losing my mind. I was looking at pictures of stuff. I said, we did that? Too much life. Too much life. Okay. So do the purple for the berries here. It's a pretty small brush, but that's okay. It's kind of a small little sections here. I'll just fill that in and then highlight it. I got 3 here, right? 3 years. kids remember. My one daughter remembered. Well, she said she remembered that day. It was like the day after. I'm like, it's okay. I didn't remember at all. I mean, I probably would have at some point, but just like something I don't want to celebrate, you know. Holidays are always the toughest, so I think. The first two were horrible. Oh, the first one was just, well, he died in November, so Thanksgiving and Christmas sucked. It was kind of all blurry, really, but that happens, right? It happens. Kind of put a lighter pink next to this, so this kind of pop a little bit here. Sometimes you got to have contrast. You need a little lighter section next to it, and it kind of shows it up. I'm going to put the highlight in there now so we don't lose this. There you go. Now we're going to put in some leaves here. Green, a little white. Mostly white. Mostly green. Just lighten it up a little bit. That's exactly where it was, but that's okay. Just darker. Straight green. Changed my mind. Of course, then there's a few leaves here. Footballs, make footballs. Little footballs and big footballs. Like I said, if you paint over something, you can always just go back to this and look at the painting, or, you know, put the template back over and kind of with your ink paper. A little pink here. Got a cute little pumpkin. My sister got one the year before from a museum. Oh my God, this stuff's so beautiful. It's fascinating. Why you've been there, haven't you, Lori? One of you has been there. Oh my God, it's so good. I love museums. I go to a lot of them, but I haven't been to anything in a while. Which I can't blame it on anybody because I just haven't wanted to, you know. I got lots of other just the health stuff. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Alright, so now let's do the other side. I can't get this down. It's coming out pretty good. Same thing. This one was on the corner, so see how I got it like this? It was on the corner right here. So, but we can still make it look like it's kind of facing out that way. Sometimes roses do that. So then I had security floodlights, only because we're on it. My lot is on a corner, and my granddaughter thinks somebody, I don't think she locked her door, but somebody got into her car. She had a dash cam for what, I don't know. But she says someone left it in the back seat and took the batteries out of it. But they were probably thought it wasn't an expensive one because I bought it on Amazon. It wasn't what she wanted, but I wasn't going to pay $100 for something. So I found one, you know. Prime Day. So, anyways, and she's a little skinny little thing. Yeah, not one, but there's a few guys around here, but you know, mostly it's older people, but there's some young ones. So I was like, well, I kind of want that floodlight there. Well, do you know, my sister put it up. We use that two-way stuff. It fell down. Now the one in the back is still up. I hate to even say it's still up. So I didn't want to damage like the new siding. So there is clips you can bit, but what I think I'm going to do is I'm the one's staying up, so I don't know why the other one wouldn't, unless they didn't get it on there good. But I'm going to just zip tie it to my deck so I can get the back and a little bit of the front. See what I did? I just kind of made it like, it's like going that way, guys. You can do it. If you're not, just do it just regular, make a regular one. No big issue here, just whatever works. I think I'm going to have to get some more paint out. Dry, my brush is dry. Yeah, so they kept her busy when she was home. My poor daughter, I find more stuff for her to do. So, sometimes I don't even ask, she just does it. I mean, I shouldn't complain, right? But then the other two, not so much. The other one's busy, though. I get it. She's a nurse. Now, the minute I get sick, she'll take time off and take care of me like she did her father. She's done it for me for a few times for me after I had my surgery. So, but just as a rule, I feel guilty because I used to be busy like that. And the other one's down in New York, and that's what she does. So that's how some kids will pitch in. Some kids do what they can, you know. They said they'd rather throw money at it, some kids. I don't know if I'm too thrilled about this, but we just kind of put another leaf right here. It's okay. Now let's get the green one in. I almost forgot to do his belly button over here. Or her. I'm drifting again, sorry. Funny thing. Shop I worked at for quite a while. My boss. I say my boss, but I'm sorry, I paid booth rental, so it's my own boss. But she liked to have the chairs all lined up even. My chair would always, by the end of the week, be a foot out into the aisle. He says, "What are you doing?" I said, I'm heavy-handed, and my clients love getting beat up, so that's what happens. And it would be like every week, so I'd like check your chair, okay, whatever. I need a lot of room. I have long arms. It's just I have long arms and long legs. I can't be right up on top of my station. You know what I mean? And I can see they were all older than me. I used to tease them. You guys can't see, so you got to be closer. Shut up. I was the baby. 2 of them dead now. Salon 6, there was 6 of us. There's actually more than that, but someone didn't come with us when we left. One of my friends' brother owned the building, so we paid rent to him. So we all owned it together. So it was a good gig. We've been together. We were together, 25, 30 years. I don't even know, forever. But, we had 2 bosses. They had problems. Sometimes they didn't pay their bills and stuff, so then we didn't have no place to go. So finally, it's like, she went over and asked her brother, she said, "This is ridiculous," because they're closing it again. The one, her husband had died, and I don't know, it's a long story, I don't want to talk about her, but, things just kept happening, so we need a place to work. We're paying our bills with that money. We get a good clientele. All of us are good hairdressers, so. Long story short, he said yeah. So he said he would back us for the equipment, and we pay him back, and we did. And we got out of there quick as a bunny. So, anyways, and the next boss we had, she was nuts, but they closed the other salon, so we can't do this again. I said, I have to get, and we all had to split up because not many places can take 6 hair. At the time, we had 8 of us, 2 left. We had 12 before that. So they all went their own way or retired, or a couple went down to a different salon or whatever. They thought the rent was too high, or whatever the reason was. But anyways, so yes, that's how we ended up being all together. It worked out great, So it was small but cute. I got pictures, so cute. It was a cute little salon. That COVID did the rest of it in, though. Yeah, sure did. I'll make this a little bit. This kind of is wider up here, so I'm going to kind of make this to match right here. Put a little pink right here. And I'll kind of do this white. Up here. There we go. So it's like even. And we had a lot of fun, a lot of memories. Baby showers, funerals. All of our husbands are dead now. All of them. The one we thought would go the first, he had Alzheimer's. He's been at home forever. Being one of the last ones. I think he died like right before Rick did. Weird, right? He's in a home for a while. He's violent, I guess. I don't know. I guess they can. I know my mother-in-law was. I think that she had that kind, dementia, whatever. Oh, one day they say it's dementia, and the next day they say it's Alzheimer's. So I don't know. They're both bad. I'm just kind of evening these lines up a little bit here. And so now you want to start putting some white highlights. So I'm going to get my medium brush first. So I want to whiten up some of his body. I'm going to fix this part here. This brush is dirty. It's dirty. It's okay. Use a bigger brush and kind of some more white in. I got a lot of pink in this brush. I gotta put some fresh white out. That's what it is. I got pink in my white. Just kind of whiten this up a little bit. All right, so now we gotta do this buttons here. So I did those like in the burgundy and a little bit of white. No, I did that in straight burgundy. Straight burgundy. Almost forgot about these. This one come out a little bit darker than the other ones, but that happens. I don't know why I do that. It's hard to get it exactly like. Hard. A little black from the last. I'll put some of this on there from the last project I did, so it's kind of seeping in there, getting dark. I think I'm gonna like this one better. Ah, big old glop. I think it's almost time to order paint, guys. I haven't ordered in a while. I've been using up most of the stuff I've been using, guys, is from parties. You know, I always carried extra artwork, or people wouldn't show up, or maybe I made some kits, sell the kits, not all the time. So I've been cleaning through everything, you know, finding all kinds of. Then some of them, you know, I just repaint them if they're not too bad. If not, they're going to end up being either going to Salvation Army or I end up pellet knife over them. So I have a couple thousand piles going here. It doesn't seem to be ending. I thought you were getting rid of this. This is new stuff. This is other stuff. I haven't gone through everything yet. I'm working on it. And I painted in that house the whole time. Okay, I lived there 27 years. And then I lived in my other house 11 years. And I bring stuff over from there. And when I came up to South Carolina, I rented a trailer down there. When I came in, just putting highlights in, guys. Just where you see them in the picture, wherever the lines are. I bring paintings from South Carolina. Actually, I sold. My boss ended up buying most of the ones I had. I did like a lot of swamps and stuff back then, because that's what's down there, you know, all that kind of stuff. So she bought, I think she just wanted to make sure I had enough money to leave, you know. He decided not to re-enlist. He was in quite a while, but he said no. Well, they had just started a little war over there. A couple of his friends got killed. I knew that was going to happen. But that's okay. I didn't want him to die. So anyways, ended up coming back here. So I bring a bunch of paintings with me. Not a ton, but I had my first ones I ever did, and so I learned to paint down there. Took a lot of classes. I was in the studio, got accepted into the studio, believe it or not. And I did. I didn't know it was such a big deal. I was too young to even realize sometimes when you had good luck, you know. Things just happened. Anyways, I painted when we had a couple different apartments, and then we finally bought a house. And the house that got hit was my second property that I owned. And I rented that out for a while when I moved to the one that got hit. So I had a lot of paintings. I kept most of them. I'd sell some, you know. So that's a lot. And then with this, you know, you paint more often. So, and like I said, when I did my paint parties, I would give away my paintings as prizes. And what am I buying stuff for? You know, and they love it. That's what we used to do with Painting with a Twist. So that's what I did. And if I got too many, because I haven't done any parties in a while, I would just take a whole box full. And I'd say, I've given out, you know, I'd just pull names or come up with stupid games. And I look on the internet for, you know, trivia questions, which most people didn't get. So, just doing highlights, guys. I swear to God, they like stop my phone calls or something. They slow down sometimes. I'm convinced it's them. All right, so I think this is pretty much done. I think this one came out better. That happens, right? So I just put all the highlights in that I want. Last. Oh, we gotta put the snow in. Hey, Laura. Too bad you didn't live closer. We can go take classes together. You live too far. She's come down and took some of my classes down to the warehouse. I finally pulled out of there. That place is so dead. Brian's got their, my brother has a restaurant. He has a lot of businesses, but he has a restaurant he just opened. And they had dinner theater, you know, we went to dinner theater with Lisa and Jacqueline. We went to there. They're the same people that did Spaghetti Warehouse. And they said the same thing. There were a lot of problems. So I'm going to look for a new place to come in here. Or I just might just sell my work again. Can do both. All right, so I put some snow in. End of your brush. Dot, dot, dot. Yeah, places had a lot of problems. Yeah. They keep changing managers. That's a sign. You don't know who to talk to. That's not a good thing. All right, so I think that's pretty much it for tonight. I don't know what the next date is. I was going to look it up. I forgot. Today's 22nd. The 1st is next Friday. So I think it would be my birthday, the 8th, I think, of December would be our next class every 2 weeks. The class I do on Thursday nights, I'm going to do Wednesday night this coming week. And I'm going to do that little pop-up class for us on Tuesday. And I will have the calendar made by the weekend. So, all right, guys. Post these when you get done with them. I love to see them. Isn't she cute? She's a keeper. I'm keeping one of these. All right. So you guys have a great night. I hope inspiration finds you wherever you go. And make lots of great art. And like I said, post it. And thanks for being here. And have a great night, guys. Stay warm. Bye.